Hey guys, Tony here, and back to show you some new records. I'm going to try and run through them as quick as I can. Mostly used finds, nothing too crazy, but some really cool stuff nonetheless. And yeah, I'm going to try and do this as fast as I can. I'm going to try not to say too much here. The first one is actually a replacement for a record that I just got. I mentioned I got free records from a friend of mine, and they were beat, and I said, well, I'll take them. A couple of them were beat, and I said I'd take them, check them out, and if I really liked them, I'd try and find a better copy. And this is the one he gave me. It's super beat. It's just destroyed, split everywhere, and just, the record's coming out the bottom. It's just shot. But it's a great album, Moby Grape, their first record, and luckily I came across another copy, a mint copy, an original like the other one, but it's in perfect condition. At the store, I only paid a few dollars for it, and super happy to get it. Great blues, psych stuff. I mean, can't go wrong with this record. It's fantastic. So there you go. Skip Spence plays on it. Moby Grape are just a great band. Peter Lewis, Bob Mosley, Jerry Miller, Don Stevenson. They're just a cool band. Happy to get this. This one, I'd seen this a million times, and then String Child made a video. He showed it. He recommended it. I commented and said I was going to get it, and I went back for it. Camel, the single factor. I have not listened to this yet, so I can't really comment on it. But I think this is kind of like, not like their earlier progressive rock stuff, more like Brian Eno influence or something. I'm not sure, but looking forward to it. So there you go. I like that cover art out from far away, how it looks. Anyway, cool record. Looking forward to it. This one I was really happy to find. I don't see this too often, but wasn't really looking for records by this artist until more recently, so I don't know how common it is or not. John Fahey's Live in Tasmania, really cool record, live album. It's actually like it's his first live album, and it wasn't released until 1981. I mean, he put out like something like 20 albums before he put out a live album, and this is it. It's on his Tacoma label. The record's in just beautiful shape. For just a few dollars. Excellent stuff. I guess it was decided like in like a drunken conversation that they would record the performance for release, and the whole thing was pulled together in just a couple days. Cool liner notes. They talk about that. So really nice. They say it's one of his more accessible records as well. So very cool. This one, I didn't have anything in my collection by this band. Dan in Canada showed an album by them, and I've wanted to check them out for a long time. I see their records pretty often, and I picked this one up, and I'm really happy to get it. Savoy Brown, and this is Raw Sienna, and a very cool blues kind of psych band, UK blues band basically. Cool album. Happy to get this. So there you go. This one, by the way, that Savoy Brown and this one were from that same seller I mentioned in my last video. Two records for $5, so $2.50 a piece. And this is the other one I got. David Bowie's Stage, live album, double live album, in beautiful shape. I mean, for $2.50, you can't go wrong. This is from like his Berlin period, basically. Ziggy Stardust, Star, Station to Station, Fame, Speed of Life, Art Decade, Sense of Doubt, Breaking Glass, Heroes, What in the World, Blackout, Beauty and the Beast. Just a really cool live Bowie record for $2.50. I mean, you can't beat that. This one here, this is the album that basically came out instead of the Beach Boys' Smile. It's Smiley Smile, and a really interesting record. The production on it is not the greatest, This is on the Brothers Records, which I believe the Brothers Records pressing came out at the same time as the Capitol pressing. So I'm pretty sure this is an original, and from 1967. Um, so yeah, it's not what Smile was supposed to be, but it's still pretty interesting. Again, the production is my only complaint. It's just, it doesn't sound great. Good Vibrations being the exception. It sounds almost completely different from the rest of the album. Heroes and Villains, the opening track's fantastic. So, happy to get this in really nice shape for relatively cheap, about 10 bucks. I never see Billy Bragg records, and I've come across two recently for really cheap, and happy to get them. Billy Bragg, Talking with the Taxman About Poetry, a fantastic record. Blown away by this. It's all you guys know. I've seen people show this record. It's a fantastic album, and I'm really happy to get it. Very cool. The Difficult Third album. And this photo on back just reminds me of Neil Young's After the Gold Rush cover. Maybe that was intentional, I don't know, but cool record. And this one I have not listened to, but if it's anything like the other one, I'm gonna love it. Brewing Up with Billy Bragg. So, and yeah, I don't know which album, but this is a UK press. The other one's on Elektra, but this is a UK pressing of this. And looking forward to it. Fantastic music, super talented writer, and very political, obviously. This next one, I'm really late getting into this artist. I mentioned I went record shopping with Mike, Bostonian Reggie, who, by the way, just started making videos, so check out his channel. It's Bostonian Reggie, spelled just like it sounds. He's got a couple videos up, and they're really cool. It's a new member of the community, so check it out. Bon Iver, and this is for Emma Forever Ago. I mentioned he sent me the CD. He recommended this, and he sent me both albums on CD. And I've been listening to this first record in my CD player in my car, like non-stop, and I'm like in love with the record. It's fantastic. So I went and bought the vinyl, and it's funny. The owner at the record store mentioned that this is their top-selling record at that store, like since they ever. They've only been open for about 5 years, so yeah. He said not a week goes by that a copy of this doesn't sell. I still haven't listened to the second album, but I wanted to really listen to this, digest this, and then move on to the second one. But yeah, fantastic. Very, just a cool mood, very atmospheric, but great songs too. Just overall, a really cool record. So I gotta thank Mike, Bostonian Reggie. Very, very cool. Thank you. This one I was happy to get. I don't see this one too often in this good a shape, at least. Green, REM, their 1988 album. Classic record by them. Pop Song 89, Stand, Orange Crush. I mean, just a cool record, and happy to get this in beautiful shape. When I was paying for the Bon Iver record, there was a stack of records that were being priced, stuff that just came in, and I pulled this out and got it for a really nice price. Kraftwerk, Trans-Europe Express. I believe somebody just showed this as well. It might have been Cool Ranch Dressing. If I'm wrong, I apologize. Really enjoyed this one as well. This is the 1993 pressing. In mint condition still. I mean, still in the shrink wrap. Still has the price tag. Sold for $6.99. And I'm happy to say I paid less than that. So, very cool. This one here, I gotta say, I passed through this one in the bins 100 times, and it just never seemed like anything that would appeal to me. I questioned why the hell anybody would put this out. It just really didn't make any sense to me. But then Dan in Canada, he bought this and showed it and explained that there's another track on here that's not advertised. And it makes no sense, because the only reason why anybody would buy this is because of that other track. But it's not listed anywhere on there. So you would never know without looking at the actual record. So it's Neil Young, Will to Love. It's a 12-inch single, and Cortez the Killer live. Now both of those tracks have been released before. and it just made no sense to me. But the track that's not listed is the Dead Man theme from the movie Dead Man, the Jim Jarmusch film. I have the soundtrack on vinyl, but the theme isn't on it. The only way to get it, I think, is digitally, obviously, but also the CD single that was released. But they have it on vinyl. It's super cool. So, you know, and they kind of poke fun at the whole thing too. I mean, there's a quote by Neil about his feelings on bootlegs, and you know how he says, you know, they're kind of essential for an artist like him. And then it says, the thing about my music is there really is no point. And, you know, it's kind of like no point for this release, you know. So it's cool. I'll add it to my Neil collection. And, you know, super cheap, too. I wouldn't pay a lot for that. This one, super happy with. Just blown away. My first real exposure to this artist, Scott Walker, and this is Scott 4. Just a fantastic record. Just really good. This is what just the 60s sounded like. I mean, I would think Love's Forever Changes kind of reminds me of that a little bit. Phil Spector, even like that Jim Sullivan record has this sound. The band and the vocals and the orchestration. It's just beautifully executed, the entire record. This is a Foreman with Beard's reissue, and he did a fantastic job. So, really happy to get this, and want to check out more by him and by the Walker Brothers, his first band. So, excellent stuff. Highly recommend this. This one here, when I see a record by this artist, this band, I grab it if I can, because you just don't see them too often. Gong. And what this is called Magic Brother, Magic Sister, or just Magic Brother. And I think it's like a pre-Gong album. So just before the band officially became Gong. But nonetheless, I mean, this is fantastic as well. Just beautiful, psychedelic, progressive, just really well done, and super happy to get this. It's like the other Gong record I have. I don't think it's like an official thing. It's an import, and on Affinity Records. Same kind of funny little notes and everything all over it, and the little gnome or whatever running around. Is it the gnome? I believe. Anyway, cool to get this in beautiful shape. So, and finally, one I've been after for a while, and usually I've been outbid or it was just too expensive, and I got this one for a really good price. Progressive rock band, Caravan. And this is In the Land of Pink and Gray, and this is like their second or third album, and fantastic, really great. If you like prog, progressive rock, check this band out. A lot of cool playing on it, a lot of jamming, the flute on there. It's just, they're a fantastic band, and I like this so much more than that live record I picked up. The second side is one long track. It's 20 minutes. Broken into different parts, but it is unbelievable. Yeah, Gatefold. It's on London Records. Beautiful shape. And this opens up like that. So very happy to get that. So there you go, guys. I know this is quick. I just kind of ran through them. It's late, so thanks for watching, and please leave me some comments, and take care.